Hello and welcome back to this daily edition of the most active tickers in the US stock market, brought to you by Bootleg Macro. Today we're going to take a quick look at Tesla. We can see here on the weekly chart that Tesla's essentially come to that 200 level, and it's essentially either used it as support in the past or in 2021, as support in 2022. It looked like when the support broke, now we may be using it as resistance, or this could be the beginning of the price shooting all the way back up to the 300 level. We'll find out as the days press on. Let's look at the daily. The daily, just as much as we can see in the weekly, is pressed against that 200 level. This could be a complete rebound or rebuff off the 200 level all the way back down to 175 potentially, or it could be a move up to either this 225, 230, or back all the way up to 300, depending on what volume shows us. Let's look at sentiment. The daily sentiment on Tesla at the moment at least looks like it's getting more positive. We saw the really nice run up here into the beginning of February. We saw the fall down in the middle of March, but it looks like now we could get some continued moves in terms of bullish price action. Let's look at it on the weekly. On the weekly, we can see essentially we'd be looking for a resumption of some bullish price action here in Tesla as well. Unless we get a complete fall down, right now you're looking at 42% or 47% on the weekly bullish sentiment. We'll see how it goes. The volume in Tesla has been incredible as 2023 has started. Obviously, at the very beginning of the year, we saw a big drop. That changed the volume profile. I mean, even when we look at the type of moves that we were getting back in 2021 when the stock was hitting all-time highs, it wasn't that kind of volume. We can see this volume here on the daily. This is exactly what we were just talking about, but on the daily, we can see the whole big, heavy mass of volume here that was at the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, and now we've fallen a little bit. It does look like over the past couple of days, we've seen some very high volume as well. Whenever you're breaking above, I don't know if this is the 20-day moving average or whatever it is, 15, but anytime you see something break completely above in the direction of that moving average change, that's something to pay attention to. We'll find out. Let's look at volatility here for Tesla. Tesla's volatility has been falling while its correlation has been falling. Generally, when you have correlation falling and volatility falling to price, that means the price will rise. The issue would be now if you think that volatility is going to hit its low like it did here and then start rising again while correlation is still falling, that would mean the price would fall. Let's look at the volatility on the weekly. Volatility is currently falling while correlation is rising. Volatility is in blue. Weekly correlation of price is in red. So that's not positive over the weekly. Let's look at the non-sentiment trade range for Tesla. Tesla's non-sentiment trade range, one of the craziest wide ranges I've ever seen. Right now on the weekly, we could go all the way back up to 249 and we could go all the way down to $94, and that would all be within the realm of possibilities right now. Tesla's been doing that quite a bit, actually hitting all the way down to 265 when it could hit 230. Then all the way back up to potentially 400, but hitting 350. So you could see Tesla make some major moves in the weekly chart, which is even scarier. When we look at the daily non-sentiment trade range here, essentially what we can see is that Tesla's just hit the very top of its range. Essentially around 209 is pretty much where it's going to peak out. So most likely I would be a seller of Tesla here, thinking that it may not go down to 165, but it could go down to 175. From these levels, and that would be quite a ride if you are recently long. So this has been a daily look at the most active ticker in the U.S. stock market, brought to you by Bootleg Macro. Have a great day.